Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. The Falcons headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Some misdirection with the counter.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. Got it set up on the outside. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. Running inside, it's Scott. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Trying play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's on target and complete. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Find some fresh air. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Quarterback adapting. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We'll start this second quarter with a field goal attempt. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it quickly on the left. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Quarterback keeper. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
To the air, it's Hayes. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where
Bison aren't too good right now. I think they're worse than my old Dominion team that I have.
Just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. I mean, critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The run inside. It's Scott. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll run the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
There's some room. Makes it past the marker. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Motion from the wide receiver. On the option. Shows him the stiff arm.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Now the play fake. Complete. Open space at the 25. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throw.
Touchdown, Falcons. Great job by the back on the option.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Hayes. Catch in the middle, it's Scott.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Wide open downfield. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Scott. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Right back to him on the ground. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with... Connor's in the studio. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And the Air Force offense ready to take over. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is...
Right down the gut of the field. The 50. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Running back searching for a hole.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Across the 25, he's got room. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Runs through a tackle. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Falcons! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Palmer. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Gives it on the option. Got a little grass. Smashes ahead. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Falcons trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Tries it on the sneak. Touchdown, Air Force! And the route is on.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Brown wants to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't. His target, it's incomplete.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense in the... some of the yardage on the punt. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the option. Finding some room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So the final period starts with a second down play. And he's knocked down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Run it with the fullback. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? From out of his own end zone. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Hayes. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He'll have enough for the first down after making that grab, but we do have a player who has not yet returned to his feet. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw again. Unloads it left. Complete on the left to Williams. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. With the run on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got it back on second and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, North Dakota State!
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Wide receiver going in motion. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that two-point conversion attempt goes awry. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chambers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree.
7 yards up the middle, and I had it slanted to the middle.
Of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Falcons in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run the option.
Look at that.
Crosses to 40. Racing down the left side. At the 30. Past the 10.
Wow.
Touchdown, Falcons.
I don't know if I can do Heisman on fucking small school. I mean, this isn't even competitive.
So unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that.
Yeah, I get to run some more plays.
And they did tack on the extra point. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every
Hey, why wouldn't you go block 7?
You know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out,
good God.
look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Wow, he's completely overthrew it.
The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Oh,
they converted
man,
4th
this
down
team is
earlier on
bad.
this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go to the fullback. Maybe a crease. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not.